Happy Sunday afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to do something here today that might become a bit of a video series here on Instagram that I'll call Can You Relate? And essentially, it's me talking about my experiences in the real estate world or things that my clients are experiencing or have gone through in the real estate world. And hopefully, some of you can maybe relate to those experiences and see some commonality in them because I think it would be helpful, helpful scenarios and stories for all of us to hear. So the first one I'll start with is with a client who I'm helping now, a buyer client. We'll call him Frank. I mean, we won't use real names just in case, but I know he's comfortable with me talking about this anyway. But Frank and his wife are looking to move out of their home, which is currently in Maple, and they specifically want to go to King City. They really like King City, and when I first sat down with them to talk about, to get to know them a bit and talk a little bit about why they specifically wanted to go to King City, what they told me was a lot of it was based on traffic. Traffic in Vaughan and in Maple specifically was just horrendous, and they couldn't deal with it anymore. And they liked, the fact that King City seemed to have much, better, lighter traffic, easier to get around, easier to get to the 400, those kinds of things. And so that was a real big driver for them. Sometimes, you don't realize there's certain specific things that will motivate clients, and it can be different for all clients, right? And when I first sat down with them and we talked a little bit about that, I mentioned to them, well, what about a place like Nobleton or Kleinburg? Frank and his wife certainly have the means to afford a beautiful home in any of those areas. And what they said to me was they wanted to stay off of Highway 27 because, again, Highway 27, they didn't like the traffic. They know people who live sort of near Kleinburg, just off Highway 27. And they've heard from those folks that just going south on 27 in the morning, for example, is just such a trek, and it's just, they're battling that every day. And so Frank and his wife specifically wanted to stay away from Highway 27, specifically wanted to get out of Vaughan, out of Maple, and for them, King City was really the solution. And you know what? I mean, that sort of makes sense to me. So I want to know from you, any of you, can you relate? Is the traffic in Vaughan really that bad? Is it something that would cause you to consider to move out of Vaughan? I don't live in Vaughan. I spend a lot of time there, but I'm not there every single day. I'm not always there sort of in rush hour traffic in the morning, heading out of Vaughan, or in the afternoons coming into Vaughan. So I wonder, is that a real big driver? And for Frank and his wife, it was, and it's all that mattered. I mean, to them, that was an issue. And so I'm helping them to find their dream home in King City. And we might have to wait till spring because there's not a whole lot of inventory out there right now. But that's okay because they're not in a rush, and we're going to find them something great. Anyway, have a happy Sunday afternoon, everyone. Thanks for listening.